Okay, so welcome back. Of course, whatever the enemy will fashion against us, Jehovah God will fight for us because we have. Oh, hallelujah, somebody. All right, welcome back from that. Of course, when you saw that video, you knew that we have a great personality join us, multi-award-winning, multi-everything. She's a big woman when it comes to the music space in this country, and especially the gospel music space. And this afternoon, we have her joining us on the table of life. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting my time, let's welcome the one and only OHEMAA MERCY. Good afternoon, OHEMAA.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be in the midst of great personalities, and this table is honored.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a table of life.
Table of life. It's a table of glorious people sitting down and then giving informations to eagles out there.
Fantastic.
And every year coming to give information on this platform. It's an honor.
Yeah. I think you've been coming around. We've done Morning Rush before.
Yes. This is the second time on Entertainment Review.
Yeah, second time on Entertainment
And then on
Review.
playlist.
Yeah. So I was just coming from town. I went to do a few rounds in town, and I could count the number of billboards I'd seen. There's one at Circle. There's one at Kenishi. There's just one on this
Mobile, around Mobile, yeah.
But it has to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because we are propagating the voice of God, the face of God, everything about Jesus. And for Tahila's experiences, it represents the face of God. We have had a lot of experiences, and those of us that have been under this atmosphere and celebrating 10 years, everybody can share their own experience. So by the grace of God, this year is 10 years, and I want to give God the honor for how far He has brought us.
Amazing. So this one is called Tahila X.
Tahila
X. Oh, okay. So X.
The greeting is Tahila X.
Tahila X.
So it's 10.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
10 years now.
It's moving
Wow.
with extra oil.
Did you see this day coming? 10th anniversary.
For me, it's not surprising because I know the vision is not going to be just even 10 years. It's going to be 100 and over years.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. And this year's theme is
It's the fire
and fragrance. I saw that under the billboard. I was like, whoa, fire and fragrance. Tell us about, how did this come to you?
For me, we were praying, and then I wrote down about 3 themes. And then I consulted my father, Prophet Bodinyamiche. And then he came up with this wonderful theme, the fire and the fragrance. And in his explanation, he said the fire is representing revival, and that the fragrance is when God comes into our midst. He is going to, I said, ne so.
Okay.
Ne brofo number.
Yeah.
But ne betoye so. And this year for Tahila, if I've been part of it, you know that it's an experience where people come for revival, people come for healing, people come for a lot of testimonies that has actually been under this atmosphere. And this year, I'm telling you, with the prayer and what we have seen, even beginning from our 30 days fasting, it's actually telling us that God is going to do more.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh, of course.
30 days.
We actually engage the people on Facebook and
Wow.
then Instagram, everywhere. We go through fasting and prayer, and we are telling God that we just don't want to go to this program and come back the same. We actually want to take out everything that is darkness in us, and then we'll put in light. We'll go and meet our Father, and we know that our life will never be the same.
I was surprised to hear about the fasting though, but then a similar question I wanted to ask was the fact that when you are performing, you are different. On that day, on that stage, most people have actually shared experience that you are a different person altogether. So I wanted to ask, do you exclude yourself from people, even though the 30 days fasting? Do you go into a certain realm? Do you have certain communication with God? How do you transcend from just being the woman we are seeing today to that person who performs and, goosebumps and experiences come afterwards?
I can't explain it, but for the preparation, it takes about 3 months for me personally.
Okay.
And then 7 days to the very day, I exclude myself. I hide myself a little. And then I pray to God and seek the face of God. Tahila is not an ordinary program.
Yeah.
It has actually grown from what even our understanding into a different level that people come with a different motives. People have even grown to understand it more than I even do. And so you see that people will come from Koforidua, other places, coming with a purpose that I'm not just going to just a concert. I'm not just going to entertain myself, but I'm going and coming back not the same. Yeah. And if today is the first day watching and you are hearing this for the first time, I'm taking this opportunity to invite you. But before you come to Tahila Experience, you need to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
And if this is even the first thing you didn't even join us, we want you to have about 3 days or 2 days to prepare yourself before you come to Tahila, because we are believing that when God comes into our midst, he comes with that kind of fragrance to visit us and to impact in our life positive things. Every dirty garment will be taken off, a new garment will be unrolled on our life.
Now, when it comes to preparation, what should we do? Those that will be coming as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you just pray.
Pray.
And then you come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come when you are coming, you have to evangelize and come with at least 2 or 3 people.
Oh, nice.
Because most of us, we go to programs neglecting other people, thinking that they don't need revival or anything. But I believe that your evangelism can save somebody's life. There's been some instances where people join their friends and then they have more even testimonies than people that have that motive to come.
No, it's been 10 years. I'm sure it has always not been rosy. Any challenges so far? And how did you overcome those challenges?
The challenges has been financial challenges because taking it from 2013 to about 2017 or 19, I was actually doing it myself.
Okay.
Wow. Actually drawing all my accounts to build an altar for the Lord. And it has actually yielded a lot. And now we have companies that are coming on board to help us. So most of the times I always say that there has to be a sacrifice before a proof. I always say that there always has to be a sacrifice. People actually need to know the evidence of what you are doing before they can actually join.
Okay, that's powerful. But one thing I realized with this ministry is that, most times we have people that are called to evangelize, people that are called to sing, people that are called to prophesy, others heal. Some have a mixture of both. Yes. But most times I see musicians, more or less delving into evangelizing and prophesying among other things. But why is it that most times musicians don't stay in their lane to do what they are called for, but then divert to other options? Why really is that?
It's a ministry. It's not just music. It's a ministry. The more you are getting closer to God, the more mantles are being released onto your life. Okay. So most of our pastors and prophets that you see were started in the church singing, and then the impartation comes, and then they go into different realms and they develop to be who they are. So I don't believe even in you just having the ministry and just being the same person, but there has to be a transformation. Yes, so that's where when the person grows to a level where that ministry of evangelism, prophetic side and all that comes in.
Okay. It's also very evident that you've paid your dues in the gospel music industry for many years. And at this moment, will you say that you are happy, you are excited what is going on in the Ghana music industry? Are you a fulfilled person, like someone that is paving the way? Are you happy?
Of course, I think for 20-something years in the ministry, the impact is so massive. A lot of souls have been won for the Lord. My music has actually impacted a lot in the lives of people.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, where God is taking me, I'm so fulfilled.
So I was at the launch of the one with Phil Thompson.
Phil Thompson.
Yeah, I was at the launch and I saw the visuals and it was amazing. So every year it used to be at ICGC, right?
Yes,
And there was always an overflow.
Yes.
And I remember at that launch we had talked about would there ever be like a stadium, like anything like that. But this time I see a different venue on.
Yes, I think we've had a lot of complaints about the venue, and we thought about it. We sat down with the team, and then we're actually praying about where we have to move from, because we actually done this for over 8 to 10 years now. So, Oil Dome, our father, Reverend Sam Crunchy's venue came to mind, and it's a very big auditorium, and it can actually contain all of us.
Okay.
So we actually consulted them, and then we are moving to
You're moving on.
Oil Dome.
That's great because sometimes people want to experience, they want to be in there, and even for you also, it's a task for you because you have to be
you
able
have to
run.
always be running out, coming in, and
So this one, the Oil Dome is just here.
yeah. So when I lift up my hands,
Everybody will see you.
Everybody will see you
it's
there.
exciting, but I will miss ICGC Calvary Temple. The workers, the church, they are so supportive. For me, it's my church, and the support is massive. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe it's going to be the same.
10 years, X. And then I see a lot of people on the billboard.
Yes, we have Dinah Hamilton, Sisi Chum, Uncle Ato. We also have some Nigerians on board. Somisola. We have Mr. M.
Mr. M. Revelation. They're always on your program.
Oh, we are friends.
Okay.
And then we have big surprise in Michael Stacky. We have Escape from Pon Grace. We have Michael Mahindri. We also have Kofi Prepra. My daughter Rama is on.
Okay.
And so it's going to be an atmosphere you will never forget. It's so packed.
Yeah, I see that, and I see
And
that
it's free.
Of course, it's
always been
definitely
Yeah,
free.
I
only
know. Like
free.
this conversation,
And
I
it's
think we had it the
always
last
going to be
time too.
free because
She's always said that.
I will forever
Sometime
say
you
this. You see, I have a covenant with the Lord, and I want to be obedient and very disciplined, no matter what. Sometimes it becomes very difficult, but because of the obedience, God is actually carrying us, and it's actually growing. So for me, I believe in what God has actually directed us to do, and it's always going to be free.
It's always.
So that means those that will be performing are also performing for free, right?
Nope.
No.
And then the Lord will come through there.
Because you need to do a lot.
Yeah.
And for me, this is not the first time, so it's been part of what we do.
So you're okay. You're okay with that. Anyway, we've had gospel artists sit in the chair, talk about their events and some of the challenges on the night. How involved are you in the program? Is it that, okay, I'm going to be the lead, so I have to focus on my administration. You have other people doing the light, sound, or you do it yourself. Charlie, lights guy, all of those things.
OHEMAA MERCY Ministry is the brand is big. So we have so many tasks being given to a lot of people. We have they that are in charge of the managerial, they have actually Omachicha Mobia. So for me, all that I do is that I prepare myself, and then I get myself ready, go for interviews, and then
That's amazing.
just rehearse and come to do what the Lord
has
asked me to do.
I want you to take us through, like, for someone who has never attended before. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
It's not what you're thinking.
I know. For someone who has never attended, how does the event start? What are the activities? And how does everything pans out? How many hours though? Like the whole night?
No.
Okay.
I think it's on Sunday.
Okay.
So we don't spend more than 7 hours.
Okay.
Yes. And so what we are doing is that after the prayer on Facebook, preparing ourselves for 30 days, we also do our prayer walk. And tomorrow we are having our prayer walk we are all gathering at the Tesano Junction. That is Abeka Junction, the ship house.
Okay.
We're all gathering there. And then when you are coming, you have to come with your candle and then your lamp. It represents the fire of God. Where we're going to walk and pray to the church auditorium, that is the Oil Dome, the Royal House Chapel. Then right after, on the 10th of August, we'll do a mega all night. And I love that atmosphere because we call it the cry of the worshipper. The cry of the worshipper, where we engage heaven to unveil and then to release mantles before the Sunday. Then on Sunday, we all gather and then we climax the program.
Wow.
Amazing. And I see the work, I've seen Kwame Eugene join before and a number of others. Yeah,
and this year we also have surprises. You have to be part of it.
Oh, surprises.
You have to be
but on the night of the program itself, apart from the thing that you get into a different space that nobody, like the whole artistic bit of it, because we've been talking about gospel events and they need to create experiences.
The wow factor.
You know, and there's always like, so,
a lot.
You know, there's always something different. Was it like you came in a palanquin or something like that?
No, it's the ark.
The ark, yeah.
You came in an ark.
So macho men
We came with the ark, the 7 candles of God, and then we also came with the cross.
Okay.
And all these ambience are representing the Bible and the gospel itself. So this year, if I look at the preparation and what we are bringing, I don't know. It's fire. It's something else.
It's over to you.
Oh yeah. myself, anytime I enter into the room where we are creating the things that the Lord wants us to come with. Yes, because see, most of the times, this is where the healing starts.
Yes.
This is where the deal is. Because I remember somebody telling me that, Mommy, when you were coming, and when I saw your face, I hold on to my stomach and I was telling God, I need to conceive now. And right after, to the glory of God, with faith, she's having a baby now.
Wow.
Lot of testimonies. Somebody just took one of the thread that was in my dress, believing that he is going to get a job. The person put it under his pillow. Then 1 week after, they called him for an interview.
Crazy faith.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that the people that come to Tahile Experience, they understand it even better than I do.
Yeah.
It's just an altar that the Lord has given to us, and the preparation is massive. And if you don't prepare yourself and you come to this program, most of the time the atmosphere might vomit you out.
Wow.
So I always entrust that if you really want to be part of this program, you tell God, Father, I just want to come to this atmosphere and feel another you. And go home not the same. And I'm telling you, we've had a lot of testimonies. A lot.
Powerful.
Okay, that's great. So see, if you've made up your mind that you're not going, after this conversation that we've had this afternoon, you know that you definitely need to be there. And let's go through the dates again.
The date is on the 13th of August. But tomorrow we are starting with our prayer walk. Then on the 10th of August, we do our mega all night. Then on the 13th of August is the program. So
okay. All right. So there you have, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tahila X. Yes, you've got to do this. Yes. And the billboards are in town everywhere. Right. So just a reminder, when you're in car going home, you see that you remember that you have a program to attend on the 13th. Yes, you see that. You remember.
And
that
we also want to thank our sponsors. They've been very, very supportive. Vodafone, Awake, Flora Tissues, and other individuals like my own sister, Sewame here. She's been very, very supportive. Okay. I want to say a big thank you to her.
Amazing. Yes. So, OHEMAA, after this one.
What's your name, Nasa?
After this one, and you know,
the older my Daniel.
Daniel.
And then so you better know.
But also, would you record and then it will manifest into an EP or an album or something?
Or do you have like something after the Tahila?
Yeah.
There's surely going to be a release of a single after Tahila Experience.
Okay.
And it's going to be with us to December. And then next year, we'll also release another one. So there's going to be back to back.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we like that one. We like it.
We like
How are
it.
you here? Highly spiritual.
Of course, it's actually going to be.
How's it like working with Kewa though? Like, what's the synergy like?
It's
yes,
amazing.
we're talking about
Kewa
that.
is a prophet. And he understands spiritual things. For me, working with Kewa is a different level. Yes.
So when he drops the beat and you go there, and you're like, and you boy, a hit.
Sharp.
Thank you very much, OHEMAA Mercy, for joining us this
You're
afternoon.
welcome.
Wish you the very best. 13th. I missed the last year. This one,
You don't have to miss it.
I'll be there.
Masa sana de bia waka.
Oh, yeah. Mama here. I'm here. Oh, see.
But this is your
See, I am saying it on television.
This
13th.
Beba.
You
This
won't wear
Beba.
anymore.
Yes.
Oh, that's your
Or then the camera
surely,
Beba. This is
surely you will see
Goodness
this.
and mercy.
Obi akwa manye this.
Mercy,
Oya
I'll
tema
be
boy
there.
but odina sem so pa.
It is sure.
I'll be there.
So I want to believe.
I'm saying this on camera. Iriani, trying out there too. So on the 13th of August, Oil Dome, Kaneshi, Desi the Starboy, I'll be there
That's
for
it.
Tahila X.
That's
And I'll
it.
bring you all the details. What happens there?